Our flight from Heathrow to Venice got us to our hotel in Mestre in time for us to spend the best part of the afternoon in Venice. After a refreshment break in one of Venice's overpriced and underserved cafes, we started our usual stroll around the environs of St. Mark's Square. A church has been turned into a museum of stringed instruments. We've reached Accademia Bridge and we had time to go back to the hotel and recuperate before coming back in for dinner. So next day we're taking a water bus tour of the Grand Canal, starting near Piazzale Roma, heading under the new Constitution Bridge. Passing Santa Lucia main railway station. The casino. Approaching Rialto Bridge, Venice's oldest bridge. Not all the buildings on the Grand Canal are posh palaces. We've reached Accademia Bridge again. Santa Maria della Salute comes into view, marking the end of the Grand Canal, and we're now passing some of the more expensive hotels in Venice. We've reached St. Mark's and our number 1 water bus goes on to the Lido, passing the Doge's Palace and the Bridge of Sighs. Approaching Lido Island now. We got off here and stayed long enough to have a coffee and a croissant. Then we boarded another number 1 water bus for our return journey to Piazzale Roma. Passing San Giorgio, the old customs building straight ahead, with Giudecca Canal going to the left and the Grand Canal to the right. Accademia Bridge again. Even TNT deliver in Venice. Rialto coming up again. The ancient Rialto market is still open every day except Sunday and thriving. And we're approaching the end of our #1 water bus round trip. The following day we transfer to Chisano on Lake Garda. We're staying at the Hotel Chesius, which is a spa hotel with lots of amenities. Our room is spacious and modern, and, importantly as it turned out, very well air-conditioned. Chisano is about a 10-minute stroll away, and is very small. There's a handful of cafes and restaurants, and it's a stop on the Lake Garda ferry route system. The buildings in the near distance are in Bardolino. Bardolino is much larger than Chisano and is a well-known and popular tourist resort on the lake. It's well endowed with cafes and restaurants, and is also a stop on the lake ferry system. The church of San Zeno dates from the 9th century and still includes remains of some original frescoes. The current parish church dates from the 1830s. The hotel runs a free shuttle to Bardolino, and we're heading off before we get too hot. Next day we plan to spend cruising the lake, so we're in Chisano for the 10:25 to Riva. We're passing Hotel Chesius, and very soon we're in Bardolino again. Approaching Garda. Approaching Torri. This is Pi. We've crossed the lake now and we're in Limone. As we move north, the terrain becomes much more mountainous. We're approaching Riva at the northern end of the lake, where this ferry terminates. We've got a couple of hours here until our next ferry, and that's time for a look around and some ice cream. We're getting the 2:25 to Maderno, which gets us in at 3:55. That gives us 6 minutes to catch our connection to take us back across the lake. A view of Maderno as we leave. We're approaching Garderoni, and a major part of the waterfront seems to consist of a single large hotel. Next stop, Salo. We call in again at Garda and Bardolino before arriving in Cesano at 5:52. The Orient Express takes us overnight via Austria, Liechtenstein, Switzerland and France to Calais. We join the train in Verona. Our small but luxurious compartment set up for daytime use. The curved cupboard contains the washing facilities. This is the nighttime configuration. The carriages are all beautifully restored. There are 3 dining cars. This is l'Étoile du Nord, Côte d'Azur and l'Oriental. The bar car. We're heading north through Italy towards the Brenner Pass. We're in Austria now, and we're passing near the Europa Bridge, which takes the motorway to the Brenner Pass and was the tallest bridge in Europe when it opened in 1964. We have a stop of over half an hour at Innsbruck. We arrive in Paris in the morning about breakfast time. We disembark the train in Calais and are taken through the tunnel by coach to Folkestone, where we join the British Pullman for the last leg of our journey to Victoria, with afternoon tea with English sparkling wine.